Okay, is this going? Cool. Well, hello everyone. I'm going to be playing Nancy Drew Labyrinth of Lies tonight. So yeah, let's get it started. I would like the task list, please.
I've made it to the museum.
Melina called you in to help her with the exhibit, right?
Right. And now she's missing.
Oh, that sounds bad.
It's too soon to tell.
What are you doing at the museum again?
The museum she works for is opening an exhibit of Greek antiquities, and apparently the museum has been losing staff right and left.
Yeesh. Well, make sure you stand in the middle then.
You look into everything at the museum, and in the meantime, we'll contact the network. Call us if you need anything.
Thanks, I will.
Especially...
What was that?
I gotta go. Hello?
Help me, please! Help!
Be quiet!
Leave her alone.
It's rehearsal. No need for that. But we'll take the compliment. Take 5, Thanos.
I'm so sorry to interrupt your rehearsal.
Don't be. I'm sorry I scared you like that. I thought we were alone.
You were very convincing. I'm Nancy, by the way.
I'm Xenia.
Nice to meet you. I'm here to help Melina with the museum.
Perfect. I'm pretty busy. Hopefully we'll get to know each other.
What a way to start your investigation, just thinking someone's just getting attacked.
What's your play about?
Oh, you'll like it. It's got kidnapping, extortion, death, trickery, getting cast down into Hades with no hope of escape. The usual boy meets girl in ancient Greece story.
Sounds exciting.
I hope so. We're performing the story of Persephone to open the new exhibit.
Persephone. Refresh my memory.
She's the daughter of Demeter, goddess of the harvest. But even Demeter can't keep her daughter safe. Hades kidnaps Persephone, you saw that part, and takes her to be his queen.
I'm glad I'm in modern-day Greece. The dating scene back then seemed pretty rough.
That it was. Honestly, the material's a little difficult to work with. I feel like I know her. The more we rehearse, the more I want the story to have a happier ending.
You play Persephone, I presume.
I do. I'm also directing the show.
That's great. I hope I get a chance to see it.
I just hope it's worth seeing. We're doing our best, but can you keep a secret? I'm out of my depth here. None of the rest of them can know, but I am deep, deep in the woods.
I know that feeling, but I think you can accomplish a lot by just acting like someone who knows what's happening.
I have to. I put myself out there. I said, I can do this. So now I have to show up and be the boss, and I have to yell. And even though my voice sounds like shaking paper in my head and my insides feel like snapping twigs, none of them can know that. I just needed to say it.
I bet you'll do just fine.
Really? What makes you think so?
I don't know. It just seemed like a supportive thing to say.
You're nice. Hey, you seem pretty together, but can I give you some advice?
Sure.
Be careful around the boys, especially Thanos.
Why?
He's a bit intense.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later.
Okay, let's start exploring. We'll start with the stage itself. So nothing here for the moment. Oh, another character over there. Everyone's a critic except me. Apparently my question about Hermes' role was not welcome. If she keeps running me around, I'll hardly be able to get my job done. Hermes presents Persephone in Winter, starring Hermes. Why does Thanos keep having his line cut? At this point, I'm carrying the show. This isn't Hermes' story. What gives? Maybe Xenia can explain. The wings don't actually do anything, Xenia. Look into the automation of light cues. Xenia keeps adding to Hermes' role. At this point, I can barely make the cues between scenes. Lights and cues. All light cues changes and fly system weight settings originate with Xenia in script notes. Cues will be signed off on by Xenia and Gregor. Personal notes. Oh, so we need a password for that one. We'll figure that one out later. We'll go talking a bit, see if we can get any hints to that one.
Hi, I'm Nancy. You must be...
Hermes, god of charisma and handsomeness. But the mortals call me Gregor.
Nice to meet you.
The same. What's your role?
I guess I'm playing the part of the museum assistant.
Then why don't we become friends?
I'm open to that.
More than friends?
Less open to that.
Boyfriend at home?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That doesn't affect the average.
Why do you have an average?
What's your role in the production?
Too many things.
Is that usual?
Yes, but things are a little more intense this time.
Because there are so few of you?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you have a larger support crew?
Generally we do. But because the background checks were really extensive, we didn't have time to worry about anyone other than ourselves. To answer your question, I work the lights and the stage cues. I make sure we've got the right scripts, then I do my best to keep us from killing each other.
A fairly big role then.
Why do you think Xenia keeps making your role bigger?
Would you stay out of my things?
Okay.
I have no idea, honestly.
Maybe she just likes keeping you busy.
I have to go.
He's busy doing his tasks.
Can't do that now.
Probably have to wait till he leaves. Greek mythology, the Great Books Initiative. Okay. Tartarus and the Underworld. Following their death, souls had to pay an obulus coin to the ferryman Charon for passage across the river Archeon. On the far side of the river, they arrived at the gates of the Underworld, which were guarded by a three-headed dog, Cerberus. After passing through the gates, souls wandered the Underworld until they stood before Rhadmanthus, Minos, and Achios, the judges of the dead. Once the souls were judged, they could either enter the gates to Elysium, if they had lived an exemplary life, or Tartarus, if they needed to atone for their transgressions. The condemned souls, guarded by the hundred-handed Hecatonchires giant, laboured over their punishments in Tartarus. King Sisyphus, for his trickery and lies, was made to roll a boulder up a hill, only to see it come rolling back down just before reaching the top every time. The husband-murdering Dionysus futilely toiled carrying water in a leaky basin. Tantalus was a man invited to dine with the gods, but he stole their nectar and ambrosia to share with the other mortals. He was sentenced to spend eternity in Tartarus, up to his neck in water, with a tree's fruit glowing tantalizingly just out of reach any time he tried to reach for one. Deep within the pits of Tartarus was the prison which held the elder gods, the Titans. Led by Cronus, the Titans had ruled the earth until Cronus' son, Zeus, ignited a rebellion against them. With his allies, including the Hecatonchires, and wielding his lightning bolts, Zeus defeated and imprisoned all the Titans who had fought against him, except Atlas. Zeus punished Atlas by forcing him to hold the world on his shoulders.
I need to figure out the combo.
Okay, so we need a passcode for this one. Oh, no, I can't click that. Oh.
Stay away from that. It'll kill you.
What exactly am I staying away from?
That's the fly system. It controls the scenery and the curtains, and it'll kill you.
I'll be careful then.
Oh, he just took his bag. I was going to explore them. Okay, can't click anything here.
Hi.
Ooh. Yeah, what can you tell me about Gregor?
What can you tell me about Gregor?
I like him. I know he's the type to flatter. I know it's self-serving to listen to him when he tells me I'm gorgeous and brilliant. But you know what? I can use the emotional junk food some days.
What made you interested in ancient Greece?
I guess if I had to pick an answer, I'd say the ancient Greeks.
Okay, fair answer. It seems a little strange that there are only 4 people in the entire cast and crew.
A good stage director doesn't cast herself, but I understand Persephone.
Okay, how?
I was this happy girl, and one day I fell into this vast sadness. I got out of it, but just like Persephone, I know it will come back for me, even on my best days.
I definitely see you have a personal connection with Persephone, but what happens if there's a problem during the performance and you're all on stage?
I don't like to think about that.
How long have you been touring?
On and off for a while. This is my first time directing, but I've been acting since the day I was born. Who hasn't?
That's some really deep thinking
Goodbye.
you've got there.
Bye!
Ooh, missed those back on the step. Famous people of Greece. Okay, Socrates the philosopher. Recognized as a founder of Western philosophy, Socrates is noted for his debates on morality and how an individual should live their life. His philosophy focuses on logic and reasoning to develop a more scientific method of thinking. What we know today as the Socratic method demonstrates this approach. When asked a question, Socrates would respond with further questions, leading the questioner through the answers they provided to answer their own question. Aristotle, the philosopher. Aristotle was one of the founding figures in Western philosophy alongside Socrates and Plato. He created the Lyceum in Athens, a school of higher learning, and taught Alexander the Great. During his life, he developed disciplines of metaphysics and comparative anatomy and logic, the science of corrective reasoning. Archimedes, the mathematician and inventor. One of the leading scientists of antiquity and arguably one of the greatest mathematicians of all time, Archimedes' work laid the foundation for modern mathematics. He is credited for many theoretical and practical innovations in math, including integral calculus, the 3-2 relationship of the volume of a cylinder to a sphere, and calculating the approximate value of pi. He was also an inventor, best known for the water pump called Archimedes' screw. Hippocrates, the doctor? Considered the father of Western medicine, Hippocrates believed medical treatment was a science and should not be governed by myth or superstition. He founded the Hippocratic School of Medicine, which established medicine as its own field of study for the first time. The Hippocratic Oath, a code of ethics attributed to Hippocrates, is still sworn by graduating medical students today. The rod of Osalipsis, and by the era of similar-looking caddiuses, derives from the oath and has been a symbol of medicine. Homer, the poet. A master of epic poetry, Homer is the credited author for the Iliad and the Odyssey. These 2 epics are considered by scholars to be literary masterpieces of ancient Greece and the world. Homer recited his work and the epics were eventually transcribed by others. Because he did not write down his work himself, scholars have debated for millennia his authorship and whether he was even a real person. Sappho, the lyric poet. Sappho was one of the few women to achieve fame in ancient Greece. With her highly popular romantic poetry, she could read and write, which was uncommon for a woman in ancient Greece. She formed her own literary group for young girls on the island of Lesbos, teaching them the skills to participate in religious festivals, including poetry, music, singing, and dancing. Euripides, the playwright. A master tragedian, Euripides wrote over 90 plays during his lifetime, though only 17 tragedies and 1 satire survive. Unlike his contemporaries, his characters' misery stems not from the gods, but from their own personal flaws. His plays' strong theme of love, war, suffering, and betrayal, both shocked and captivated viewers of his day and remain relevant to modern audiences in works such as Medea, the Trojan Woman, and Electra. Phidias, the sculptor and architect. Phidias began his art career as a painter but became renowned for his sculpture work. His masterpiece, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, was approximately 40 feet high and one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Under the patronage of Pericles, Phidias supervised the restoration of the Acropolis and the building of the Pantheon, including the legendary Athena Promachus statue within the Pantheon. Pericles, the statesman. Pericles was a leading statesman in the Athens of his day. For sweeping democratic reforms, he is credited for creating the Golden Age of Athens. His government provided the basis for many modern democracies, including the United States. Pericles, a staunch patron of the arts, was also responsible for numerous projects to beautify and glorify the city. It was in large part due to his contributions that Athens gained its reputation as an educational and cultural center of the ancient world. Alexander the Great, the Conqueror. Alexander III, King of Macedonia, was one of history's most successful military leaders, riding into battle on his legendary stallion, Bucephalus. He never once left the battlefield defeated. Unlike other conquerors, Alexander didn't force Greek customs onto the conquered peoples at the cost of their local culture. As a result, Greek culture integrated and spread further than it had ever reached before, merging east and west for the first time. Alexander's vast empire dissolved after his death at the age of 32. I'm going to be messing up a lot of names in this playthrough, yeah.
Locked.
Gotta find a key for that one. Oh, we've got a mailbox. Yeah, let's head inside.
What's going on?
I was freehand tracing.
Okay.
I wanted to understand the detail work, so I put thin paper on the glass, leaned in close, and...
Put too much weight on the glass?
Please don't tell anyone I broke the case.
Sounds like it was an honest mistake. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about.
I don't know you. Do you know me?
Not yet. I'm Nancy.
Niobe. I'm the reason we can't have nice things, on a cultural level.
You're in the play, right?
I'm Demeter.
You seem focused. Am I interrupting?
Yes! Thank you, though. I need a break.
Aren't you excited for opening night?
No. No and no. Nope.
Are you nervous?
Nervous when I sleep. Terrified when I'm awake. I'm so relieved we've only got the one show.
Just one? That's nothing.
You should leave.
What? Why?
You might end up spoiling the ending if you hear too much.
I think I know how it ends.
No. Our ending is different. More frightening. Less predictable.
Are you...
Late? Yes. I have to go.
See you later. Okay, we have the hoplite armor, the Chalcedonian helmet, breastplate, and greaves, the Nemean lion slain by Hercules in the first of his 12 trials, Aphrodite of Chalus, statue of Nike, winged victory, the head of Poseidon, and a male torso in contrapso stance. What have we got? We have some temples. Create your own temples. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to set up a display for these at some point. Cool, cool, cool. We have a load of vases and pots. Can't click on any. Okay, these I'm guessing we'll have to label at some point. Ancient Greek coins. Greeks began using coins, initially one-sided lumps of gold or silver, around 650 BCE. As coining techniques improved, coins evolved into circular stamp pieces with images on either side. Greece's independently run polis, or city-states, issued their own currencies. These coins were typically stamped with an image of a ruler on one side and a civic symbol representing their polis on the other. Modern coins around the world continue to use this design style. Ancient Greek jewelry. Jewelry was a status symbol in ancient Greece, typically only worn by the upper class. With high levels of craftsmanship behind each piece, jewelry became family heirlooms and passed down through generations. Gold was the most popular metal to work with, as it was easily malleable and tarnished little over time. Popular gemstones to work into pieces include amethysts, garnets, emeralds, and pearls. Gold leaf crowns were generally only used in religious rites due to the fragile nature of the thin gold leaves. Oh, can't open that right now. Oh, there. Oh, this is the glass I broke. Okay, we have a room that way. Can we explore in here a bit more? Yes. Today, Greek statues from the antiquity are known for their classical natural marble look, but when the sculptures were originally displayed over 2,000 years ago, they were anything but white. Carved marble of all kinds, including sculptures and temples, were painted in bright shades and patterns. Though the colours have now faded or visibly disappeared, researchers are sometimes able to determine the original paint colours and designs using ultraviolet lights, infrared and X-ray spectroscopic tests. The reproductions here offer a glimpse of the vivid world of ancient Greece. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, that's all of the main hall. Ooh. Got some packing peanuts. Invoice to the cultural centre. A half-plate breastplate, greaves and classic helmets, and one jewellery set in a travel box, gold necklace and earrings. Okay. Okay, what's this? Nancy, welcome to Greece. Come find me in my office and I'll give you the drachma tour. If I'm not in, show yourself around and introduce yourself to the theatre troupe. While we're working to get the show up, they'll be getting ready for a show of their own. I'll be taking care of the relations between the troupe and the museum, but it never hurts to make some new friends. This exhibit will go down in history as one of the finest explorations of Greek culture. I couldn't think of anyone better to help me make it happen. Since we don't have a doormat, you'll find your key to the office with Nike. For today, make sure the vase display is properly labelled, create the temple images for the architecture display, and get tickets assigned for tonight's performances. That should do it for now. Good luck and try not to set off any alarms. See you, Melina. As you no doubt know now, there's been a huge change in plan. Huge? I'm doing my best to track down the missing pieces as quickly as possible. Hopefully what we're looking at is a simple shipping error. I've already contacted the local authorities to open an investigation. All staff and members of the troupe consented to searches and interviews. The theatre troupe may come to you with access requests. The members of the troupe that have been put through the same screening process you and I have, so they are more than welcome to any resources they need. On the off chance you do see anything out of the ordinary, give me a call. Until I can rule out a shipping error, we're not pointing fingers in any direction. But still, keep an eye out for any red flags. I'll do my best to return quickly, but until I do, it's up to you to keep the wheels from falling off the wagon and get the exhibit ready for opening night. Make use of my office to catch up on any information related to our exhibits and processes. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we need to go to Nike, which is probably the statue we checked out earlier. So the winged victory. There we go. Okay, let's go let ourselves in. That's the wrong way. Okay. Ooh.
Nancy, I'm so sorry I wasn't able to meet you in person.
Oh, that's okay. Is something wrong?
Yes, something is very wrong. Some of our exhibit pieces have gone missing.
Are they lost or...
Stolen. I don't know. And frankly, it doesn't matter. The pieces in question, they're worth millions. If I can't recover them, our doors are as good as closed.
I'm here for you. Anything you need.
Oh, thank you. A lifetime of thank yous. I still need you to do the job we brought you on for, and you'll find everything you need for that in the office. But more importantly, I need you to be my eyes and ears.
Does that mean you think we're dealing with theft?
I really hope not, but we can't rule that out.
But you're worried.
I am.
Okay, why's that?
The pieces we lost never arrived. They were on the shipping invoice, but they were not in the crate.
Is that common?
It could be a simple mistake, or it could be someone changed the invoice to buy enough time to smuggle the jewelry out. I'm tracking down both possibilities. That's why I need you here.
You got it.
I'm following the paper trail now, and with luck, I'll find the error and be back tomorrow.
You worry about that. I'll take care of the museum.
Great. You'll find everything you need in the office.
Okay.
Do you suspect that anyone in the cast took the missing jewelry?
We did at first.
But then?
The police came in, interviewed everyone, and the cast was very cooperative.
That's good at least.
Maybe.
Maybe?
They all consented to having their cars and hotels searched. The police reviewed all of the security footage and came to the conclusion that no one in the cast snuck anything out of the museum.
But you doubt this.
For all intents and purposes, they're cleared, but it just doesn't make sense. Nothing just disappears.
True, it always ends up somewhere. Whether you find it or not, that's the other matter.
I should tell you, Niobe broke one of the necklace display cases.
What?
She said she was trying to trace the detail work and put too much pressure on the glass.
Is everything still there?
I think so.
Well, thank Zeus for that. How did she react when you talked to her about it?
She was really upset. She actually asked me not to tell you.
Like no one would notice. These things do happen. Keep an eye on her. Mistakes happen, but a series of mistakes don't.
Got it. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, so everyone's clearly on the suspect list, and we still have one left. Ooh. Little phone charm with a little helmet. So we're going to have to find the key for these drawers. Can I read any books here? Nope. It looks a bit like a music box. Oh, here we go. Oh, sorry. Exhibit summary Out of the Ashes. I'm proud to announce that the Out of the Ashes exhibit closed successfully. This exhibit marks the first time the PCC has worked with outside organisations to mount a single on-site experience. The highlights. We outsold our highest admission day total by over 75%. We sold enough yearly passes within a 7-day period to account for 15% of our annual operating budget. Exit surveys demonstrate a high level of guest satisfaction within the exhibit, with most participants rating the experience as favourable or memorable. Partnerships formed from the exhibit will continue to be our lifeline during these uncertain economic times. The critical issues. Out of the Ashes has taken a large toll on our yearly budget. Posting record attendance levels is great news, but it was not enough to cover the cost of an expensive joint venture. The project was seen as an investment from the start, and it's important to keep that fact in mind. Partnerships are our single most important resource today and moving forward. Our current collection is remarkable, but it is unfortunately not a large draw. To thrive, we must find new partners interested in using our space and sharing our resources. The stage update. As many of you know, I have been in contact with the Panax group about possible update to our stage area. Penax approached me earlier in the year hoping to use our stage as a demonstration site for their newest venture. Penax's mission is to modernise our historical stages with state-of-the-art technology. The resistance to this idea elsewhere in the country is working in our favour. We've been cleared to improve the stage area and will be able to make use of the company's services. Now the good news. Penax will provide their services free of charge, payment deferred via charitable gift to be exact. In exchange, we will allow the company to host demonstrations no more than once a month, and also allow the company to feature our location in their literature and advertising. Given the difficulty we have drawing a crowd, this is too good a deal to pass on. I propose a meeting to finalise the deal and work out any profit-sharing agreements. Breaking ground. We are pleased to announce that the renovation of the stage has begun. It is scheduled for completion in advance of next year's spring exhibit. If there has ever been a time to go all in on an exhibit, it's now. We'll be meeting to discuss possible exhibit themes with partners, as well as searching for an appropriate play for our opening week. A fan with their Coco Kringle mobile. One more records. To Melina, it's come to my attention you'll be needing a theatre group for the opening of your next exhibit. Look no further, I've got you covered. Thanks for the offer, but I want this show to be perfect. I'm scouting talent next month in London and New York. About that, sorry, we don't have the budget. I should have been clearer in my first email, but I was hoping to frame it in a positive manner. I found our theatre group. I have a friend who owes me a favour. Landing this group is a major coup. I promise you. I know you wanted to make the decision, so please trust me when I say that I would never have made the call if it wasn't an absolute requirement. I can't say I'm not disappointed, but I understand. Please tell me honestly that they're good. They're the best money can buy, our tiny pile of money. Your theatre group has arrived and have begun rehearsals. Interesting choice. I've secured the final piece for the exhibit as requested. The final list of borrowed items and length of loan terms is below. The Metropolitan Museum of Classic Art, National Archaeological Museum of Athens, the Wallachia Stroud Museum, Ilea Open, Costa Bezos Gallery, and the Gallery Classical. And the State of Museum of Fine Arts. As an update, the obulus coins for the bottom row of the coin display are still stuck in customs. Since they won't arrive in time for the opening night gala, I've placed obulus replicas in the display for the interim. Okay, so they're in there for the time being. Cool. Oh, here we go. New hire notes. In conjunction with the generous loans from private owners and museums, the Phidias Cultural Centre will be hosting an exhibit of art and artefacts titled Life in Ancient Greece. The mounting and exhibition of the collection will be carried out under the auspices of the PCC, with expert support provided by donors or commissioned as conditions dictate. As museum curator, Melina will take a leadership position. This role is non-transferable as an insurance finalisation. Due to the cultural and economic value of the expedition, the ensuring of the show will be a joint venture carried out in conjunction with the Bank of Switzerland, the Greek Antiquities Co-op, and the PCC Donor Association. The PCC has budgeted for a full-time support staff for the preparation and duration of the expedition. Staff will be trained on site during the period leading up to the opening of the expedition. Support staff will assist with shipment arrivals, documentation, and setup. The transport team will oversee the entire process of collecting, securing, and ensuring each exhibit piece from point to point. The transport lead, Melina Rossi, will coordinate with the local and international authorities to ensure all exhibit pieces clear community and common transit. Additionally, resources may be necessary for any pieces originating from outside of the EU. A number of pieces, a list will be provided when relevant, will be given an official provenance examination at the behest of the owner of the piece. It is critical that a clear chain of ownership is maintained throughout the entire exhibit. Security measures have been put in place to ensure no piece is left unattended. Okay. Oh no, okay, that's part of the door. Okay, so that's a list of all our exhibits, items, and... Okay. This is definitely going to come of use later, most likely. Okay, the desk. We have printer or fax machine. Lovely dress on a fan over here.
The password must be around here somewhere.
Okay, so we've got to find the password for this one. Oh, and I put my phone in there. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, what have we got?
That's done. Did that. That's done. Haven't done that. Check.
Okay, so we have a small list of things to get done. Oh, another fan off in the desert. Okay, for now. Okay, there was nothing in that one. Oh, sorry, if we can turn around and go to these vases. Okay, so we definitely need to pick up the labels for those ones. Does this have us?
Looks like the temple is already designed. I just have to build it.
Okay, we need a lofty site to honour the hunt, colourful panoramic band, animals above the cornice, volute ornamentation, and the double hall. Okay, so we're going to have to find a lesser thing that labels, I guess, all the architectural pieces within a temple. Speaking of, what's this?
This could be helpful.
Ah, here we go. Temple architecture. Research design for Agora City Centre. Original political space or later marketplace feel. Home is portico porch for exterior. Peristyle decorated inner court. And plinths strong enough to support full weight of sculptures placed upon them. Okay, I am going to take a photo on my phone of this. There we go. Cool. So now we won't have to keep flicking back and forth between this and the piece of paper. Okay, so we'll start with the colourful panoramic band. Oh no, the lofty site to honour the hunt. Probably in the mount. Yeah, this in the mountains might do it. Yeah. Panoramic band. Probably. Now we'll just go through them all. What's our capitals? We have. What ones? Rounded or volute. Then we have the arcanthus. So these flat ones are abacus. Okay. The freezer. So we have a load of people, plain blocks, a colourful one. Okay. Probably going to start with the people. Or maybe just the plain one. I'll start with the plain one for now. Our pediment is the part that's above the cornice, and above this we need the animals. That's people. That's definitely animals. There we go. And then our god. What are our choices? Okay, we have the lyre, Athena, Zeus, Poseidon, Artemis. I don't know who that first one is. Apollo, maybe? As we're going for the hunt, we'll stick with Artemis for now. Floor plan. And it's a double hall. What's a double hall? Would that mean that there's 2 layers? Yeah, maybe it's 2 layers. We'll go back to the capitals. It says we need the volute, which is this one. Lofty site to honour the hunt, the mountains, colourful panoramic band. Oh, there we go. So our freezer has to be that one for the colourful people. Animals above the cornice, volute ornamentation, and a double hall. We'll give that a shot. There we go, one down. Artemis' temple, there we go. Temple 2.
Next temple.
Four to end, square abacus, bustling agora, abstract gable, musical dedication, and metopes. Metopes? Okay. We'll start with, if it's musical dedication, we can do that to, I think it's Apollo with the harp lyre thing. We have an abstract gable. What's abstract? 4 to end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's definitely the first one. What's our capitals? Is the square abacus. So that one. The bustling agora or city centre is the original political space or later marketplace feel. So that would be in the middle of the centre. There is a building one. There we go. So now we just need the freezer and the pediment. Port and bustling agora. What is the gabble though? Maybe that one. Oh, this is the freezer. Is the metopes one? It's possibly that one. No, not capitals. We need the pediment. Probably bustling, so maybe that one. Give that a shot. No. Four to end, yep. Square abacus, yep. Bustling agora, yep. Musical dedication, metopes. So the only one is abstract gabble. There we go, so it's definitely that one. We have, yep, Apollo's temple. Last but not least.
Building temples is easy when Nancy Stonemason Drew is on the case.
Good for you, Nancy. I'm trying to learn on the spot here. Okay, the acanthus leaves is this one. We'll have twice as many columns on the sides as on the ends. Would definitely be the double layers. No. This one, we haven't used this one before. Yeah, I'll go with this one. Then we have sculpted mortals on all levels. Okay. Is that one? And water view for wisdom. So that's by the ocean. And if it's of wisdom, it would have to be Athena. There we go. Okay, that is one task done.
That's done.
There we go. Now let's talk to Niobe.
I have a favor. Can you help me get a closer look at some of the locked up pieces?
Okay, I'll ask.
Thanks.
Do you know much about Greek mythology?
Here, take this, you'll love the myths. They're full of the most amazing insanity. I'm glad we don't live in that world, for the most part.
For the most part. Right. Okay, Mount Olympus. The highest mountain in northern Greece was the mythological home of the Olympians. Petty and spiteful, but possessing divine power, the god and goddesses reigned supreme over mankind. After the fall of the ancient world, the mythos was suppressed for nearly 1,000 years. Renaissance artists herald a rebirth of the Olympians, who remained a popular subject matter ever since. Zeus, the king of gods, also known as Jupiter. Temperamental, rash, and tyrannical in nature, Zeus ruled from his throne at Olympus with thunderbolts in hand and an eagle by his side. He was married to Hera, but numerous myths center on Zeus's seduction of other women, both goddesses and mortals. Though disloyal to his wife and mistresses, he honored his family and numerous offspring. He was also responsible for the weather, which reflected his current mood. The Olympics were held annually in his honor. Hera, the queen of the gods, also known as Juno. Hera, as Zeus's wife, was queen of the gods and also the goddess of marriage and childbirth. Hera was often associated with a cow, representing the motherly, nurturing aspect of childbirth. She was extremely jealous of Zeus's philandering ways, keeping tabs on her husband and persecuting his mistresses and their children with Zeus. It is said she placed the 100 eyes of Argus onto the tail feathers of a peacock to help her keep watch. Despite their difficulties, the two gods remained married, symbolizing the strength and importance of marriage in the ancient Greek world. Aphrodite, the goddess of love, also known as Venus. Aphrodite was one of the most widely worshipped goddesses. She led women into adultery on a chariot drawn by doves, but also encouraged faithfulness and chastity. There are two variations of Aphrodite's birth. In one, she is the personification of physical love as a daughter of Zeus and the nymph Dione. In the other, she is the personification of sacred love, arising fully grown out of the sea, daughter of the defeated Uranus. Images of each aspect make up the two most famous art pieces in the world, Alexandros of Antiochus' Venus de Milo and Botticelli's Birth of Venus. Apollo, the god of light, or still known as Apollo. Apollo is the god of the sun, patron of fine arts and music. The younger twin brother to Artemis, one myth states he escaped the island Delos by turning into a dolphin and swimming back to the mainland. The temple at Delphi was dedicated to Apollo, where it is believed he spoke through his sacred oracle, the Pythia. Pytha, a figure of great beauty, Apollo was often depicted with a 7-string lyre in his hand. Nevertheless, he was unlucky in love and never married. Ares, the god of war, also known as Mars. Ares was one of the least popular Olympians among both the Greek and the immortals, neither of whom relished the idea of war and violence for which he stood. He was typically depicted in armor with a helmet and shield, holding a spear or sword. Magpies and vultures were sacred to him, and he is followed by his attendants discord, strife, and panic. Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, also known as Diana. A virgin goddess and the older twin sister of Apollo, Artemis watched over women and children and was associated with the moon. She preferred the wilderness to cities and actively avoided the company of men. Her main temple at Ephesus in Asia Minor and was one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world. 7 wonders of the ancient world. Typically portrayed with her bow and arrow in hand, she is frequently accompanied by one of her hounds or a stag. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, also known as Minerva, the patron goddess of Athens, Athena is said to have given the gift of the olive tree to Greece. Athena sprang fully grown from Zeus's head and at times was even allowed to wield his thunderbolts. In her golden helmet and her owl by her side, she watched over the military and was a protector of heroes. She was also a patroness of the creative arts, including spinning and weaving. Demeter, the goddess of the harvest, also known as Ceres. Demetri was one of the goddesses of corn and harvest, agriculture and country life, and was a central figure in the myth which explained the seasons. Also identified with Rhea, Gaia, and Egypt's Isis, Demeter was also depicted wearing a crown made from ears of corn, with a light torched with a lighted torch or a cornucopia in one hand and a poppy in the other. Though a member of the Olympian pantheon, she preferred to stay on Earth. The Ulyssean mysteries, honoring Demeter's gift of agriculture, were the most important religious celebrations in ancient Greece. Dionysus, the god of wine, also known as Bacchus, generally depicted as young and effeminate, with a phrysis and rife of ivy. Dionysus was the only Olympian to have a mortal mother. In addition to wine, he was the patron god of theatre and taught crop cultivation and beekeeping to mortals. Dionysus was seen as benevolent, light-hearted, and sympathetic, and rewarded his followers lavishly. Dionysus was predominantly faithful to his wife, Ariadne, an uncommon trait among the Olympians. Good on him. Hades, god of the underworld, also known as Pluto. In ancient Greece, the underworld consisted not only of the dead, but everything underground, including valuable gems and minerals. Hades ruled over all of it. Tending to remain within his realm, he was not very involved with other Olympians or mortals. Hades was portrayed as an unattractive god, cold and merciless, and was unable to woo any goddess to become his queen. This led to the abduction of Persephone. Depending on the mythos, it was either Hades or Hephaestus who occupied one of the thrones at Mount Olympus. Hephaestus, the god of fire and forge, also known as Vulcan. The only Olympian who was ugly and lame, Hephaestus created unparalleled metalwork for the gods, including Hades' helmet of invisibility and Zeus's lightning bolts. Zeus promised Hephaestus any goddess to take as his wife. When Hephaestus' first choice Athena refused, he wed Aphrodite, but it was not a happy match. Aphrodite carried out a blatant affair with Ares. Hephaestus was usually depicted working at his forge with his hammer raised overhead. Hermes, the god of commerce and thieves, also known as Mercury. Hermes was the messenger of the gods and a well-known trickster. He also acted as a psychopomp, a conductor of dead souls to the underworld. On the day he was born, he invented the lyre, which he later gave to Apollo. In return, Apollo gave Hermes a special staff, and the two became fast friends. The staff with its winged top and two snakes entwined around it is known as Carius. Hermes was generally depicted carrying his Carius and wearing a short cape, winged cap, and winged sandals. Hestia, the goddess of the hearth, also known as Vesta. The eldest of the pantheon's original Olympians, Hestia gave her throne to Dionysus to keep the peace. She remained on Mount Olympus, tending the heath at the palace. She was the only Olympian who did not become involved in any wars or disputes, earning her the respect of her fellow gods and goddesses. Wooed by Poseidon and Apollo, Hestia turned both down, vowing to remain a virgin instead. She was typically depicted holding a flowered branch or a kettle. Poseidon, the god of the sea, also known as Neptune. Poseidon was portrayed as a dark, dangerous god, reflective of the difficulties of sea travel, with control over not only the sea but all waterways. He had more power than any god except Zeus. Typically seen in a shell chariot carrying his trident, Poseidon was said to have created the first horse. He fought frequently with the other gods, most notably when he vied unsuccessfully against Athena for the patronage of Athens. Oh yeah, we were mid-conversation. Oh well.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, we'll go back to the office. Because we have stuff to explore in the museum.
Did that.
Still got to snoop through Xenia's stuff, arrange tickets, meet the theatre troupe. We still got to meet Thanos, label the vase display, unlock the office filing cabinet, and figure out the password for the computer. Okay. Okay, nothing there. So the note said it was around here somewhere. I don't think it's anything in this. Okay. Okay, maybe something in the records? Okay, nothing stands out for that one. Okay. Okay. Maybe not in there. I'll call Melina and see if she has anything to say on the password.
How are things going?
Ah, she's gonna call us one.
Can I get a key to the coin display?
You'll need to open the filing cabinet first. The key to the filing cabinet is hidden inside the box with the animal figurines. Pair up the animals with the images so the animal and image pair represent the same god.
You got it.
I know you weren't brought here for this, but I need you to learn about provenance.
As in verifying the authenticity of the art?
You're as sharp as they say. That's it.
Isn't that normally left to the experts?
Generally, yes, but if we're dealing with theft of any kind, I need you to become an expert.
Instantly?
Unfortunately, but you'll come to it naturally.
I'm flattered, but what makes you say that?
You will find that it's like solving a mystery, which I hear you're pretty good at home.
I'll do my best.
Proving provenance is a classic whodunit. You look at a vase or a painting and you follow the clues to see who done it. Who painted or sculpted or chiseled the work in question.
When you put it that way, I think I'm comfortable with the methodology.
Perfect. You'll find what you need on the computer. Niobe may be able to help you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, we'll start with the music
I need to
box,
match
I
the
think.
animals to the correct symbol.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, so first off we have what looks like a pigeon, an owl, a falcon, deer, a cow, and a vulture, and then the dolphin on the end. Okay, if I just got what looks like Zeus and then the rest of the gods, so we just need to match them up with their symbols. Okay, so Zeus he'll be the easiest with the thunderbolt. Eagle by his side, yep, there we go. So it was an eagle, not a falcon. We got where Hera is often associated with the cow, and she had the tail feathers of the peacock, so that's her symbol. She led women into adultery on a chariot drawn by doves, so she's the pigeon. That's all doves are, they're just white pigeons. But I remember being astonished when I found that out as a child, but oh well. And she is the personification of love, so she's most likely the heart. Apollo is the dolphin. What are the symbols? So we've got Zeus, Hera, so we have a sword, a feather or a leaf, the lyre, and the bow. Cool. Okay, next, Aries has magpies and vultures. And he's war, so he's obviously the sword. There we go. 2 left, the owl and the deer. So the owl. Oh, here we go. Artemis is the deer. And she's a hunter, so she'd be the bow. Then Athena is the last one left, the owl. And should obviously be the last one left, so I'm guessing maybe it's the leaf of an olive tree. Okay, let's get this started. So our dove to Aphrodite, our owl to the olive branch, Athena, Zeus is falcon, Artemis is deer, Hera is cow, Ares vulture, and Apollo's dolphin. There we go. So now we can get into the filing cabinet.
Did that.
Okay, so we got...
These must be the tags for the display.
Okay, so they're for the vases. Okay, these are time cards for employees. Oh, they're on holiday. Good for them. This person quit. This person also quit after 3 shifts. Okay. This one was fired. Okay. Okay, we'll check in on that. Is this one open? Oh, yep. We have a key. Oh, and we have a note. I'm going to write that down. Klerotorian. Okay. That's probably our password for our computer. Can I type this in with my keyboard? Oh, hell yeah. There we go. So that is our...
Did that.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Check.
There we go. Messenger. Provenance starter. Welcome, my dear expert in training. Your crash course begins now. We have 3 pieces you must verify provenance on. Start with the gold leaf necklace in the center of the coin display. You'll find more information in the provenance program. Complete the drop-down fields, attach an image of the object, and submit your finding. Okay, so the first one is the gold leaf necklace. Okay, cast watch. I'm growing more certain the pieces I'm tracking down won't be found. Engage the cast, but don't push too hard. Keep them talking. I'm working on getting you some help, but I simply cannot get in contact with any of the former museum staff. Okay. Important tickets update. Nancy, I completely forgot to tell you I have a courier coming for the tickets to tonight's show. Once you've assigned the first group seating, please drop the tickets in the mailbox outside the museum's front entrance. Any of the tickets you assign are will call tickets for the later performances and don't need to be printed out. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of travel and might not always have time to explain everything. I'll send you what you need to know about the museum using this messenger. Please check in from time to time. Okay.
I need to assign seats according to everyone's requests.
Okay. Let's organize some seating. So Manos wants 4 tickets, while Gravel, Lysis, and Vakros all want 6. Animo wants 4 aisle seats. Manos needs all handicap seats. Gravel wants all front row, best seats possible. Vakros wanted as many discount seats available first, then standard seats. Manos wants only prime seating, and Lysis wants 3 VIP seats and the remaining seats together in prime. Okay, so... So Manos has 4 and needs all handicapped. So it's got to be one of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 options for that. Adamau wants 4 aisle seats. So he'd either be these 4 maybe. Gravel wants front row, best seats possible. Manos wants only prime seating. So there we go. We can do Manos first, he's the easiest. He wants all handicapped and all prime seating, so we've knocked him out. Then Lilas wants 3 VIP seats and the remaining seats together in prime. And Lyles wants 6, so we'll clear this 4 branch here for now. 6. Then Adamau would have to have the remaining aisle seats. 4. Gravel wants all front row seats, best seats possible. So he needs 6, so these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's just Vakros, who would have to be all the discounted seats and the remainder. How's that?
All done.
Hell yeah.
Time to drop these off in the mailbox.
Okay.
Haven't done that.
Okay, I need to post those first. Okie dokie. Okay, certainly just want to open.
I can cross that off my to-do list now.
We sure can.
That's done.
Okay, we have this coin display key. Okay. So we've opened it, but can we go in it? Okay. What ought to know be about provenance?
Thank you for unlocking the display for me.
Why are you so interested in them?
The tooling marks tell a story about how they're made. For the most part, we still don't understand the full method. Bits and pieces, but that's it. I'd love to see if I can see something, anything to add to that discussion.
Do you know much about proving provenance?
Sure. I have some materials for you. Here.
Oh, another book, thank you. Mid-conversation, but I'm reading it. Introduction to Provenance. In the art world, owners are presumed guilty of illegally acquiring works until proven otherwise. Numerous countries are fighting to repatriate art they believe was stolen or illegally acquired by other nations. One such high-profile case is that of the Elgin Marbles. These sculptures from the Parthenon frieze were taken to Britain by Lord Elgin in the early 1800s, under the authority of the then ruling Ottoman Empire. Greece has demanded the marbles back, stating they were taken under a foreign government and that the British Museum has no legal right to the sculptures. With no clear documentation of ownership, whether the sculptures rightfully belong to Britain or Greece remains in debate. A work's ownership, history, or provenance is a critical step in verifying the authenticity of individual pieces. Provenance is a detailed record of everything known about the piece, including artist, creation date, where it was made, when and where it has been exhibited, previous and current owners, and purchase dates. Provenance can be proven with any of the following acceptable documents. All documents and signatures must be the originals, including digital forms. Signed statement of authenticity from a proven authority or expert. Statement from the artist of the piece. Gallery sales receipt. Names of the previous owners and dates of ownership. Exhibition or gallery sticker or stamp on the art. Published documents on the piece from experts in the field. Gallery catalogues showcasing the piece, provenance must include a description and or image of the piece. Older artifacts rarely have a provenance without some ambiguities. This is due to the factors like imperfect record keeping before the modern era, the length of time since its creation, and lack of distinguishing features. While some ambiguities are accepted, the diligent curator should continue to research the provenance in an attempt to fill in the gaps. A potential buyer should never bid on or purchase art until verifying the piece's provenance. So provenance is pretty similar to like chain of custody for evidence.
Goodbye.
Okie
Bye.
dokie. Okay. Provenance. Oh no, we just read that one. We're gonna have to find maybe another book on how all these are labeled.
I need something to help me figure out which
Yeah.
vase is which first.
Okay. Provenance. Provenance request for the gold green leaf necklace. Okay, so we're gonna have to take a photo of the necklace and find out the owner, which exhibits is known for, and how long. Cool. So our green leaf necklace. Boom, beautiful.
Got it.
Oh, didn't need the printer. Okay, yeah, that should work well. Okay, let's go to this clipboard. Gold laurel crown, gold leaf earrings, gold leaf necklace, okay. It's from the Golden Age. Received the 2nd of July from Stavros. Okay, the Golden Age collection. Is that this one? New? This one? Yeah. Metropolis Museum. Oh, it was the first one I was on. State Museum of Fine Arts, 4 pieces from the Golden Age. So it's from the Museum of Arts. And loaned through September. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? No. What a mess. Okay, the artifact is jewelry. It was received July 2nd. Received by Stavros. Current owner is the State Museum of Fine Arts. From the Golden Age. And the loan ends in September. How's that?
All done.
Cool. Oh, wait. Provenance requested for the Nemean. Okay, so the Nemean lions are next. Too far.
Got it.
I really hope you guys can't hear my stomach growling. It has no excuse. I have eaten dinner. Okay. Should not have come here first. Okay, the lion. Lion sculpture. Here we go. So it is the World of Gods and Heroes. It is the 29th of June from Mikhail. Vases and coin, 1 vase, coins and jewellery, 3 statue pieces, 2 figures, 1 animal, so that'd be this one. So the Bezos Gallery. And through November. I highly doubt it's this easy for museum curators in everyday life. There we go. You are a sculptor. You 29th of June. Mikhail. Bezos. You end in November.
Done.
Who's next? Problem requested for vase depicting 4 women, one seated holding a bird, another standing directly behind her chair. Okay. Okay, one of this lot. Ah, here we go, this one at the top. That bird is incredibly tiny. He's so small.
That should do it.
Okay, and before we check that out, we'll go straight to this.
Wait, if those time cards are correct, then the signature for the vase can't be right.
What do you mean? Where? 2 vases. Is that... Well, there's a red figure vase for women, but there's only 3 on the R1. 2 vases. 23rd of June by Talia. Was she not working then? No, she was working then. Nancy, tell me what you mean. We'll try the permanent collection then. 4 women, 30th of June by Sophie. Ah, it must have been Sophie. She was on holiday. Okay. So I'll write that down. It's wrong. Well, for us it's correct, but for this one it's wrong. Okay, so the only ones it could possibly be is the Museum of Athens or the Metropolitan. For September and then August. Nope. Oh yes, apparently received June 30th by Sophie. Wait, we'll do permanent collection, and I'll start with Athens, and then we'll go with the Metropolitan. So Athens is August.
Got it.
Oh, okay, cool. Time gap indicated, unable to confirm provenance. Is that the last one?
That's done.
Yep, okay.
Looks like I'll need a unique password to access the archives.
Okay. Oh, we have some voicings, okay, and a lottery. Okay. I'll start with the voice notes.
Want to know a secret?
Yeah.
Are the seats packed with the dead? Should I line you up and punch you down into the land of the dead? Well, do you want to know a secret? So polite. Oh, I mustn't talk in the theater. Curses for all the gods. I've gone and broken the fourth wall. But no bother. Your beloved real world is itself theater. You're used to pretend, used to believing what you want to believe. For the next 90 minutes, I will be telling you lies, and you will agree they are the truth. That's actually more or less what's printed on my business card. Hermes, messenger to the gods, certified liar, founder and CEO of Olympic Scandal magazine, inventor of gossip. I'll be handing these out after the show. Mercury keeps poaching my clients these days. Roman gods, cheap knockoffs. Bacchus is a cool guy. The rest, forgeries of our greatness. Except no substitutions. Now, as I was saying, do you want to hear a secret? Yes. I'm also the guide to the underworld. Hades, the old Greek soul closet. Little known fact about being dead. Death is very boring. Not much happens in Hades. It's just a lot of souls being dead in chairs, being dead at breakfast, dead souls just wandering about. That's the gist of it. I mean, every 4 years we have our own Olympics, but we've yet to fully figure out soul physics. Archimedes is doing his best, but we're still no closer to finding the pole vaulters. They just went, just gone. Quite floaty and dearly missed, like spice ships at sea. So you must understand my interest was piqued when I discovered the underworld exploding with news, curiosity, intrigue. A mysterious young woman was coming, so beautiful, so sad, so frightened. Yet those were not the qualities that drew the land of the dead to watch her every move. No, what moved them so was that this girl was alive.
Dun dun dun.
I have a tragic tale to tell. A story of 3 gods who conspired and fought over the fate of one lost girl. It's a story I've told before. Sometimes the maiden, Persephone, returns home, escapes from Hades unscathed, and sometimes the dark forces of the underworld prevail. Zeus! How does the story end? You just want me to skip everybody else's lines? Okay. It's frozen in fear. I was gonna say, it's on 9? I only have, I was gonna say, I don't know. The next one, or the next speech? Oh, okay, let me find the next speech, which is in here somewhere. Hermes, there's a little speech. Oh, there it is. How are you not cold? It's cold, very chilly, pretty nippy. It's pretty nippy indeed, my friend. The big Z is not feeling chatty, I see. Could that be because I convinced you to marry off Demeter's daughter and now she's destroying life as we know it? Probably it. I hate it when you're angry. Makes swans even more untrustworthy than they already are. Some people say that death has a twisted sense of humor. I assure you, death has no sense of humor. Speak of the Greek analog of the devil, and the Greek analog of the devil appears.
Shut it!
Speak of the Greek analog of the devil, and the Greek analog of the devil appears.
Shut it!
I would love to shut it, but I need clarification on which it I must shut to make you happy.
Shut your mouth, or I'll shut you in an airless cell under the river's fire.
There it is.
Zeus!
I'm afraid this one's on me, darling. The big guy is peeved. Have you noticed that you've been getting a bit more boat traffic these days?
The harvest is always strong.
You're about to run into some economies of scale issues.
Speak plainly.
Demeter has frozen the world. You're about to be swimming in corpses.
I am prepared.
We're not. Not so much.
I have taken my queen, the queen you gave to me.
Whoa, whoa. Introduced, not gave. I guess it depends on the culture and the era. And if one party is a nymph, and the other party the second most powerful god, and if one party is a nymph, and the other party the second most powerful god, I guess it depends on the culture and the era. I've always said that. I said that just earlier. You are great, but you're giving back your queen one way or another. Listen, let's calm tensions. The god economy has not been great. We're not in the shape to have a god war here. Let's be civil.
Civility is weakness in practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Sort it out with Demeter. Persephone is my queen, and so she will remain.
I suppose I'm left to deal with this, but I also suppose this is more or less my fault. I'm having a me day.
Oh, there's a bunch.
You have my sympathy.
And you have mine, Hermes.
I just drove a train through that pause. People, come
I was trying
on.
to cry.
Yeah,
I just drove a train through there.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna just throw it on her.
Way too much silence.
Okay,
Just
I
pick
will
it up a
imagine
little
that.
bit.
I will
Okay,
make
pick it
faster.
up a little bit. Start over.
Continue.
Hermes, you get to say it again.
I mean, it's not exactly my place. Demeter, you have my sympathy.
And you have mine, Hermes. She was here when he took her. Do you want to know how I know?
Of course, my dear.
The grass dies under my feet. Do you see the color drain from the hills? Can you hear the cracking of the leaves? The crunch of dead bones? The drum-tight skin of soil gone cold?
We all do.
As do I. This is not my will.
Persephone is safe. This I promise.
The fruits and grasses, do you know how they came to be? They come in dreams.
Speak up a little bit more, Niobe.
I dream of being new and small, warm in the soil,
A little bit more.
wet by the rain, wet with rain, slowly waking as the warm face of Helios fills my soul with restless joy. I begin to listen moment by moment. This is really long.
It's a monologue.
It's excessive.
No,
This
I
is
don't think so.
stupid.
Why is it stupid?
Because if she's truly in grief, she wouldn't ramble on. Oh yes, this is stupid. Why? If Demeter is really sad, why would she continue on and on and on, especially to someone who hurt her so much?
This is not quite reality. It's a play. We're using words to describe how we feel. Most actors would love this. I mean,
I love this.
Okay. I feel the wishes above the grass. The hare wishes for clover. Perhaps I will grow to be clover. The man wishes for an olive. You missed an N. It's for an olive tree to grow near his home. Oh! If I could be an olive tree, I would. And when I wake and step into the day, my dreams take root.
how do you feel about that? How do you feel about your dreams taking root?
I think you're rather ripping them up now, aren't you? I feel like if I was in mourning, I would keep my mouth shut. I don't know you would know what mourning is like.
Okay,
Came out of
no,
nowhere.
no, completely
Came
off
out of
topic.
nowhere.
Let's just focus.
When Persephone was
Focus.
growing inside me, that might be a bit much for the art crowd.
Bit much for the art crowd. Did you hear?
Yeah, I
Bit much
know.
for the art crowd.
Eh.
just go with it. It's fine. It's fine.
What would you know about art? She joined me in my dreams. We grew together in the soil each night. In those dreams, I taught her how all things grow. Seed by seed, we grow strong into the sky together. And when I woke, she continued to dream.
She continued to dream. It's a statement.
She continued to dream. The night before she was born, she
Good
appeared
acting
as the
teacher.
girl I had yet to meet. Can I say my
You
lines?
can do whatever you want to do.
The night before she was born, she appeared as the girl I had yet to meet, and she took me by the hand. She led me towards. You missed an S. She led me towards a tree I had never seen before. It was small and wild, a spray green dotted with red bulbs.
With red bulbs. You're really excited about that.
A spray green dotted with red bulbs.
That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's good.
No matter how you directed the writing, it's just silly.
Stop criticizing the script. We have a bigger job here to do.
Well,
Just
then
say
cut
the
the
lines.
script in half and get
Say
on
the
with the rest of
lines.
the job. She plucked a strange new fruit for me. It was her creation. It was her gift to me.
She is a very special young woman.
That sounds really creepy.
I understand how you must
Okay.
feel.
You do not understand. We
Working
have
on
some
his
other
psyche
things
a
to
little
do, and you won't cut the script, so I'm just going to keep going, okay?
Niobe, that's enough.
I mean, we are wasting precious time here. I was not brought here to act, as I clearly can't. In the interest of time, can I keep going with your precious script? Now again, she's in my dreams, only now she's slipping into death. We're not quiet seeds waiting in bloom, we're prisoners clawing through stone. Every night I dream of digging down, tearing the very earth apart with my hands until the bones break loose, the skin rubs away, and I've bled all the blood left in me. And at last, when I break through, I reach down for her, I feel her fingers, her reaching out as desperately as me, and I pull with every bit of strength I have, and when I wake and when I step out into the day, I see that I have only pulled more death into the world. That's how I'm going to do it in the performance.
You're gonna run out of air.
That is how I'm going to do it! You do not have any control over me when I am actually on stage.
Okay. All right, let's just continue.
I don't know how to make the dream stop.
You have to let her go.
These flowers don't die. All else dies, but not these flowers. That is how I know she was taken from me here. Until she returns, all life will frost and crumble, torn down to dry bone and rock. The wind will spit dust, but these flowers will never die.
Think of Persephone. Is this what she would want?
You have no right to speak of what she would want.
Can we get a little less space captain, a little more delivery god?
Please think of all the living things.
Why do we keep going back to this?
I'm not going back to anything.
Yes.
You keep
I don't know what you
rewriting
want
it.
He's creepy, right? Do you agree? He's kind of
Look,
creepy.
You
We
know
were
what?
supposed to do
There are
a
far
character
more creepier
conference. I was
things
set to do
yourself
it. We never did it, and now I'm trying to feel
What
this
if she
thing
is
to
dreaming
go.
with me, but when she wakes, she finds she has pulled more life into the underworld? If that is so, let all living things die so she will never be alone, never feel far away from love. And when it is done, when it is all done, maybe then I will be allowed to cross the burning river.
Zeus will never allow you to carry out this plan.
He has no control over me.
He can be persuasive.
How can he stop me if I can't stop myself?
What? What was that, Niobe? I think that's the first real bit of acting I have seen all day. That was beautiful. Oh my gosh. Just keep going. Keep going.
We will be reunited, in life or in death. It makes no matter to me.
Okay, maybe I take that back. Can you just a little bit more energy?
You just said it was good acting. Now you're saying it's
No,
not
you,
energy.
you don't understand the difference. Just, okay, we're going back to more energy.
We will be reunited, in life or in death. It makes no matter to me. Can you feel the chill? The white winds of... What? There are no winds in Olympus.
How do you know that?
Because I studied Greek art, you nincompoop.
How do you draw wind anyway?
Olympus peaks. That is a very strange string of words. The white winds of Olympus peaks are descending into the valleys below. The rivers glaze with mud and ice. Hades has stolen my life. I will steal his death.
Okay, so I'm struggling getting ready for the script there. Oh, hold on, we'll check in. Okay. Oh wait, no, we did that one. Lockdown. Consider the museum on full lockdown from here on out. No vehicles of any kind are allowed near the exits. Keep an eye out for anything that could be useful to the police if something is amiss. Okay. I'll take my phone back. What have we got? Okay. I'm going to call the Hardy Boys, see what they've got for me, and to update them on nothing bad is actually happening, considering we dropped them off on the call with a light screen.
Finally! What happened back there?
Sorry, I was caught off guard from a very convincing scene from a play.
So everything is fine?
Can't say that for sure, but no one is being actively kidnapped.
Nancy, I've got a strange feeling about what's happening at the museum.
I feel the same way. Something seems a bit off.
Want us to look into everyone at the museum?
That would be great. Please do.
Consider it done. Call us back in a bit, and we'll have everything you need to know.
I might need some outside help. Do you know anything about Greek art?
You're in luck.
I am.
We'll make a call and have the book sent to you right away.
Thanks. What's the network?
ATAC.
Why change the name?
Apparently, the FBI doesn't like explaining that they get help from America's teens.
Ah, okay.
I don't see a "you must be this old to solve a crime" sign anywhere.
Well, there might be a law about that somewhere.
Don't care. What am I going to do with all my ATAC shirts? I have so many!
Sorry to bring up a sore point.
ATAC forever!
But really, it's the network now.
What have you guys been up to?
The usual. Adventures, globetrotting,
Business school.
on the side.
Are you thinking of leaving the mystery game behind?
No, I'm working on a project.
You are going to freak when you find out.
Joe,
I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Interesting.
it's no big deal, really, but I don't want to jinx it.
Okay, I have to say one thing.
Zero
My
things
stomach
is a
is
better
rumbling.
option.
You're going to love it.
It involves me?
I can't say.
It's way down the road, but for now, I'll just wait until Joe accidentally tells everyone.
Me too.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, so they're going to send me a book. I'll go check back in with the stage. Haven't been down there for a little bit. I doubt it would be here already, but yeah, no book.
I need a big favor.
Okay, what's that?
Can you set me up with the time cards from the office? I have been so underwater, I haven't been tracking our rehearsal time.
I'll see what I can do. It seems like a lot of work went into production. Why only one show?
One show? Who said that?
Niobe.
Poor Niobe. I bet she wishes it was just one. She's so scared, all she sees is opening night. We're here the whole week.
It's going to be a bit of a rude awakening for her.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Wait, what was that? Oh, got another one here. Oh, he's not here. Let's do some snooping. Oh, I will. Okay, they got anything highlighted in here? Me agreed. Use. Lights dim. Safety harness, all hands check required. If any check fails, call for standard saw and transition, drop curtain. Haley appeared on lift. How many pages are in this script? I'm happy I opted out of reading out this one. We're on page 30 so far. And that's just Act 1, okay. So I guess I'm going to have to open that at some point. Oh, yeah, got something new. No, we don't. Oh yeah, we still haven't gone to this.
Definitely need to figure out what to do here before I try anything.
Yeah. Oh, and we still haven't gotten the code for that one. Maybe if I call... Now I'm going to show you a hint about the authentication database.
Hi, Nancy.
Or not.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, here we go.
This is the exact book I needed. Oh, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Here we go. Storage and transport. Storage and transport is its use. So amphora, with 2 vertical handles and oval body, the amphora is one of the most common vases. In antiquity, it usually had a lid, but few lids have survived to modern day, generally used for wine or oil storage. For wine, we have the crater, with a wide mouth, round body and handles on either side. The crater was used to mix water and wine before serving. The psychota. This small mushroom-shaped vase was filled with cold water or snow, then placed in a filtered crater to chill the wine. The onycho, a single high-handled vessel, taller than it is wide, with a trefoil mouth. The onycho was used for serving wine. The opal, with a similar shape to the onycho but with an S-shaped profile. The opal jug was also used for serving wine. For drinking, there was the karanthos, a deep bowl with 2 large high vertical handles on either side and a tall stemmed foot. Kilix, 2 horizontally handled stemmed cup. For drawing water, we had the hydria. With its unique free-handled design, the hydria provided 2 horizontal handles for holding during transport and a single vertical handle for pouring. For cosmetics, we had the pyxis, a small circular box with a lid. The pyxis typically stored cosmetics. Lycophos. This vase was used for storing perfume oils and typically rested in a heavy stand. A tall vertical handle on the back of the lekos allowed for easy pouring. And for rituals, we had the lebus, a deep bowl with a low neck. The lebus typically had neither handles nor a foot, and instead was usually mounted on a stand. For lebus gamikos, a deep bowl with a vertical handles, a lid, and an elongated neck and foot, the lebus gamikos was used in marriage rituals. It was often built into a stand and depicted wedding scenes. the Lotrophos, tall and slim with elongated handles. The Lotrophos was used in wedding and funeral rites. Okie dokie. We'll give this one a shot for our vases. Nope, not that way.
Time to match the correct tag to each vase.
Okay, so we need... Getting my notebook out. We need depictions for the Lebis, the Pyxis, Crater, Canpharos. Already forgotten how I initially pronounced that. The Lekythos, the Lotrophos, and the only two. Okay. So, crater, wide mouth, round body, handles either side. Wide mouth, a round body. Maybe one of these two. Okay. Should probably find one that's distinct amongst them all. A single high-handled vessel taller than it is wide with a trefoil mouse. Single handle, taller than it is wide, trefoil. Possibly this one? Yeah, I think it'd be this one because it's for pouring. Yeah. Okay. The Caranthos, a deep bowl with two large high vertical handles on either side and a tall stemmed foot. Would definitely have to be this one. Meaning our crater is probably this. French. Pyxis, a small circular box with a lid. Okay, could be this one. Lekythos, the vase was used for storing perfumes. Typically rested in a heavy stand, tall vertical handle on the back, allowed for easy pouring. Oh. That would have the tall vertical handle, so maybe I'll switch these two out. Then we have the leaves and the Lothrop. That one. A deep bowl with a low neck, neither handles nor foot, and then the Lotros is tall and slim with elongated handles. So it'd be this one and this one. Switch these around then.
That's it.
There we go. Okay, had them right initially. Okay, that's one more down.
Did that.
I'm gonna talk to Niobe.
What is it?
Nothing, apparently.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I'm so hungry. Why am I hungry? Okay, what am I doing in here? Not going to the printer. Messenger, nothing new. Provenance is completed. Still don't have the password for the authentication database. Oh, we have a whole new row of these. I'm not going to do these right now. No. Ticketer, we have some more tickets. We can do tickets. Dionysus wants a square block with no aisle seats. So this one, or any of that. Laurent needs one prime seat, at least one standard, and all the others the cheapest available. we can at least start with Laurent. He wants the cheapest available. That's some of his. Petrovic doesn't want any VIP seats. Novak wants 4 seats in a row. Laurent needs 7. Okay. Larsen's party of 6 all wants to sit together in a row. And then Petrov wants all handicap. So that makes it simple with Larsen's. Because we can make it these 6. And then Petrovic wants 5 tickets or handicap. So we can at least do a large chunk of those. Novak wants 4 seats in a row. We'll just do this for now. We can't do that for now. Because if we do that, Demetrius doesn't get his block. So we'll probably do him first because he doesn't want any aisle seats. So if... Let's do that. We can still do that. Petrovic wants 5 handicap. Novak wants 4 seats in a row. And who's left? Laurent? Yeah, Laurent is everyone else. How's that? Hey! Just a time waster, that one. I like doing those. Excuse me, that was my pen. Snoot Xenia's stuff. She hasn't left the table yet. Find the password for the authentication database. And then find it. The password for Gregor's tablet. Okay. Okay. We could go check to see if Gregor's back and see if we can at least talk to him. He is not. Yeah, still don't know that one. Don't know the code for downstairs. Can the boys help us at all?
How was the flight?
Couldn't tell you. I slept right through.
Slept on a flight? What witchcraft is this? She's a witch! Burn her!
Hi, Joe.
I do not consort with witches.
Our in-flight movie was about Salem, and apparently Joe took away the wrong lesson.
How have I lived this long without knowing how fun, reckless accusations are?
Anyway, how's Greece?
Well, I'm having a bit of a problem.
Perhaps you should try stepping into water and letting me know if you float.
I'll add that to the list. Have you been able to look into the entire cast?
Yeah, you're dealing with something really serious here.
Tell me more.
That's the thing. We're not sure.
First red flag is the staff.
As in, where is everyone?
We reached out to the network to see if we could track down any of the workers who left.
No one would talk?
No one could be found.
Oh.
Suspicious.
Keep quiet on that until we figure out what's happening.
We can fill you in on everyone at the museum, but these are dangerous people. You have to tread lightly.
Tread lightly? She's so bad at that.
Thanks, Joe.
Sorry. Just be careful. Something big is happening.
What did you find out about Gregor?
Did you notice anything about his Greek accent?
What Greek accent?
Right? He's an American, and Gregor is not his name.
Really?
Really.
So, who is he?
He may be an actor, like he says. We can't figure out why he changed his name.
But we did find out a bit about his past.
What's his story?
Pretty sad, actually. He's an only child. His parents died when he was really young.
He grew up completely alone.
In and out of foster care until he aged out of the system.
It may explain the assumed name.
Right. Maybe the name has some meaning.
Right. It could be a stage name.
Like a nom de plume, but for actors.
Or it could be something more serious.
Like a nom de guerre.
Unlikely. Either way, we'll look into it.
Did you find anything out about Xenia?
She seems to be more or less who she says she is.
We know she's from New York.
She grew up around a lot of artists and professors and the like.
Looks like she was put in contact with the production's organizers and jumped at the chance to direct.
That seems reasonable.
It does, but we're going to keep looking.
The dots connect, but who knows if we're seeing all the dots?
Oh, I know that feeling.
What about Niobe?
What can you tell me about Niobe?
She is an amazing artist.
Yeah?
Well, she was. I saw a few of her pieces at the Met. Stunning. Her painting spoke to my soul.
I didn't know you were a fan of painting.
Nance, I'm more cultured than Greek yogurt.
He's been saving that one.
I have. I was toying with Europuns for a while, but I couldn't figure out if it was Euro or Hero or Gyro. So I moved to tzatziki for a while, and that was a dead end. Now, Saganaki...
Reeled in, buddy.
Right. Her work is abstract, but not.
How so?
The docent told me that under each abstract painting is a photorealistic painting.
Huh?
She paints over her work. She replaces the painting with the feeling of the painting. The amazing thing is that you can sense it. You know what's there.
If Niobe's such a talented artist, why is she acting?
The part Joe left off is likely the reason. Her career is steeped in controversy.
In what way?
She was accused of art forgery, but it's not true.
You don't want it to be true.
Of course I don't. But the docent I met said what happened to her was a tragedy. I mean, he looked like he was going to cry just by thinking about it.
What happened?
He wouldn't say. All he said is her paintings will never bear her name. Apparently, everyone knows she's lost all credibility in the art world, but no one seems to know why.
I'll watch her from a distance for now. Do you think Melina could be involved with the missing artwork?
An inside job. Wouldn't be the first time.
You should talk to her, see what she says.
That's always so hard to do, but comes with the territory, I guess.
It's all in the tone of voice.
Is that so?
Yeah, check this out. Are you the type of terrible person who steals?
And this works?
Not at all.
Just be direct.
And if she gets upset, just say,
Yes?
take it away, Frank. That's what I say, at least.
Just leaves it for his brother
Goodbye.
to fix up. Cool.
Bye.
Okay. As Gregor's not here.
What was that? Can you pretend, just for a day, that
Whoops.
we're a professional troupe? Just for me. Surprise! There's no one back here. We go live in mere hours. Hours. Do I need to remind you what is riding on tonight's show? Everything.
Let's not mention that to her. Okay, but she's left a tent now. So this is Thanos. A natural performer, Thanos will take the stage for the first time in the role he was born to play, Hades. Xenia, education and Bachelors of Warren Conservatory, emphasis on theatre and art history. Stage experience, director, writer. So this is her first ever stage experience, but she's had past roles as Lady Macbeth, Abigail Williams, Madame Edamame, and Cressida and Trollus and Cressida. Niobe, a seasoned set designer, Niobe has taken the stage for the first time to fill the role on Demeter. And Gregor, currently a financial director at the Marquina Theatre Group. He's the director of Every One Man Theatre, notable roles in UK productions, ensemble, GK productions, Greek productions such as Zeus, Chiron, Pantheon, and multiple roles in One Man Oedipus. Okay. Some grape juice. Megaphone.
I wonder if Xenia's notes will come in handy.
Oh, control remotes stored backstage. Lifts only activates by remote when standing directly on it. I'm going to write that down. 18355. Balance fly system weight values. Sculpture base, sculpture, porch, column, temple, top, triangular roof end, agora, courtyard decoration, and throne. I'm going to take a photo of that one. We're going to spend like 2 minutes with me just typing. Not typing, writing it out in my notes, sorry. Okay. Stage notes, Grigor tablet pass, first, last, repeat. Wait. That's probably for his password, so it's first, last, repeat. Okay. Pass is probably password, yeah. Scene 3 like cues. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna write those down too. So A is B, 1 dot. A has 3 dots. W has 4 dots. Okay. Well, C. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. A with 2, G has 3, W, and another G with 2 dots. Well, here's B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. And then P has 1, 2, 3. Oh, and we have an E as well. Starting with R. Then we have O. And the last O. Okay. Any of the notes for us? Thanos wants to leave a personalized message for our VIPs. Need to make sure they have a key to the poster out front. Okay. Oh, we get to keep that. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, what's this?
I should assemble the image.
Okay, so they're like puzzles. I will save just in case she comes back. Yeah. So I guess this part is pretty much just solving a jigsaw puzzle. Oh. So that doesn't actually go there. Maybe that one? Okay, so these two definitely don't go in. Not quite right. There we go. I'm honestly craving just like I guess in this case, an in-person puzzle. Haven't been able to do one for a couple of months. Pretty much, I moved house and I left all of them at my mum and dad's, and now I just don't have any, and I'm having withdrawals. Oh, so this is the image that we had to take a photo of for that provenance of the vase. By the looks of it, with a little bird. Maybe not there. Not sure on that one. That doesn't look right. There we go. Where could this one possibly be? There we go. There we go. First one done.
The National Archaeological Museum of Athens. Sounds very official.
Okay, so this gives us, I'm guessing, 6 puzzles. Ah, so this is actually down here. Cool, cool. Another one day
Done.
I might take a break and come back later for those. Let's move. I'll talk to him. Let me check out any more notes.
I need to figure out the password according to the notes.
Yeah, we have that. So it was first, last, and then repeat. So the first and last. Oh no, so it's one in each. So it'd be first, last, and then from there. Paleontology? There we go. Ooh. What's in a name? Porter's casting sheet prepared. Even if they rip the red stitching in my bag, no one will ever suspect the truth behind the sheet and read between those lines. Occupado, the people at the stagecraft company keep demanding time to come film the new stage setup. I'm pushing that to the second show, but they keep trying to push it back. I need to make it very clear to everyone they will not show up with cameras. Regardless of their funding and efforts to make the stage a reality, it's ours when we're using it. We need opening night to run smoothly and there is no room for any outside interruption. Xenia is on the same page as me. Thanos might need to take point on this. You name your kid Thanos, that's what you get. Xenia doubled my lines and cut Thanos' lines again. Why does she always want me on stage and never him? What is going on? I'm beginning to doubt my role here. Demeter, I hardly even know her. Preparation for my role continues, but now I need to manage Niobe too. She's barely hanging on. I know we need her, but still, she's getting pushed further and further into the shadows. Xenia is wrong about hiring someone that fragile. Dead wrong. I'll do what I can to make it work, but if she can't perform, we've got bigger problems and embarrassment to worry about. B, the coffee cup. All cleared, obviously. All our time cards and entry and exits are accounted for, and obviously the searches for our personal spaces yielded nothing. Thanos was angry just the same, but I don't care. Looks like we're back to our schedule. Linnea has left to go track down the pieces. Supposedly we'll be getting a new liaison. We'll deal with that as needed. That would be me. Watching the detectives. Just spent a few hours with the detectives. They're talking to each of us about missing artwork. I convinced the team it will all go faster if we give the okay to search our vehicles, hotels and homes. Hopefully we get the show back on the road as soon as possible. I don't like talking to the police. ILB rules. Need to drop in to make sure Niobe is following all the rules. IRT replica work. We will require the correct documentation. Okay. Okay, let's have a chat.
I need your help fixing the fly system, since you broke it.
Reasonable. How do I do that?
Just check the tablet.
Okay, we'll get that on the list too.
Do you know anything about the stolen art?
Too much.
Why's that?
When it went missing, the police had a long talk with all of us.
That's news to me.
We didn't want it to become a bigger deal than it needed to be. We all agreed to answer their questions. Melina turned over the tapes, and we turned over our keys and let them search our hotels and cars.
So if you're all here, it's safe to assume they didn't find anything.
I got the sense it was just a formality searching us.
If it's okay for me to say so, it seems like you had a bit of a rough time growing up.
We chose to put on a Greek tragedy. But when your parents die young, it's Dickens or nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
The hard days are over. Growing up alone had its perks. It taught me how to study people. When you don't have much power, you have to know how to read people in your life.
So it was something of a survival strategy?
You could say that. Each time they put me in a new home, I'd do my research. I'd listen, watch people, feel them out. Every once in a while, I'd strike gold and find a diary.
Why?
If I liked the family, I'd do my best to be what they wanted.
You didn't want to be yourself?
I didn't think I'd be okay if I did. I figured, if you're taking in a kid, there must be something you want. I'd try to be whatever or whoever was missing from their home until they realized that never works. Not a great way to grow up. But an actor couldn't ask for finer training.
That's a rough way to get your start acting.
How did you get into acting?
It's not a proud story.
Are you okay telling me?
For you, dear, I'd do anything. I was discovered in the costume department.
Nothing embarrassing about that.
Stealing a warm jacket.
Got it.
It was just my luck that the director of the theater needed some extras he couldn't afford. So for my first gig, I was paid in not going to juvenile lockup.
A few key words to leave off the resume. I ran your background check.
Now why would you go and do a thing like that? It's already been done.
My friends have access to some pretty powerful resources. I have some bad news to report.
Should I sit down?
Maybe. According to my sources, you're not who you say you are.
Oh. I should probably be wearing something else then.
I know your background. My question is, why did you use a false name?
Not false. I changed it legally. I slipped a little, not enough, money in the envelope to keep the record sealed.
Is there a significance to the name you're using?
There is. All the significance in the world. Gregor is the man who caught me stealing. He ran the theater.
Is he a hero of yours?
Mentor, I guess. He said I was a natural on the stage, but hopeless at life. My boy, you're the only student I've ever had to teach how to stop acting. With each show and rehearsal, he gave me a space to get to really be myself for the first time.
He sounds very special.
The truth might just be that he was an average man who found an unfortunate kid. To me, he was great.
Yeah.
Can you show me how to run the light board?
I'd love to, but I really don't have the time. You'll find a book on it somewhere.
Or some director notes.
Did you know Niobe has a history as an art forger?
I did, and that's a very dramatic way of putting it.
Explain the difference to me.
It's the difference between cheating off a friend and robbing a bank.
Still, she did commit art forgery.
She hid behind her friend because she was timid. If you ask me, her so-called friend is the real criminal here, making millions while Niobe scrapes by.
What drew you to ancient Greece?
Greece cultivated the thoughts and ideas that shaped the Western world, which Rome then conveniently sold door to door at the pointy end of a spear. Still, I love the gods, though. Imagine living in their shadows. So much drama took place on Olympus. I guess the Pantheon was the first theater troupe in a way.
Greece certainly has a very impressive cultural history.
I know. I haven't even gotten to the music or the food.
You're telling me I'll probably gain a few pounds during my visit here.
Only a few? On the behalf of the people of Greece, I'm insulted. If I had a big Greek family, I'd invite you for food and arguments, and singing at the end.
That would be nice.
Wouldn't it? I'll make it happen one day. You'll see.
Did I upset you earlier?
No. The show was starting to rest on my shoulders more and more. I needed to catch my breath.
What are your plans after the show?
One day, I'd like to open up a theater of my own. Maybe give back the gifts I was given.
I think that's a nice idea.
And I'd put Gregor's name on the marquee. Like I said, I'm just borrowing the name. I've been keeping it safe until I can put it where it belongs.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
With the comment on putting on some pounds while in Greece, honestly, any new place to travel to, if I don't put on a few pounds of all the new food I've tried, I haven't truly been there. Okay, so we have 1, 8, 3, oh, I can't go back, that's annoying. What is this? 1, 8, 3, 5, 5. There we go.
This must be the control to the lift.
Hell yeah, we'll grab that. And before we explore that, we will figure out our fly system.
I need to counterbalance the weights to the production settings.
Oh word, okay. So the different categories are the stylobat, the entablature, peristyle, plinth, then we have the pediment, portico. Okay, so we'll need this one. So the stylobat is like the foundation. While the portico is an exterior porch. Then we have emblature is like the topping of the temple. Peristyle is not listed. Plinth is the column, and the pediment is the triangular arch. Okay, there's that one. We go into Zinnia's script. I know I took a photo of it, but if we can write it all down here. There we go. Sculpture base is 40, so that would be the stylobite. So that's 40. The temple top, agora, courtyard decoration, throne, column. Oh, the plinth is the column, so that's 20. The pediment is the triangular roof end, so that's 80. The portico is the exterior porch, so that's 100. Oh, peristyle, haven't got that one yet. The entablature is the entire top, so the temple top is 60. So we need to figure out what the peristyle is. Nope. Is it on here and I'm just blind? No, no, wrong one. The peristyle was this thing. Yeah, I think this slide is the peristyles. Which... would that be the courtyard decoration? 120? Maybe we can give it a shot and find out. Okay. So we have £350. Oh, okay, so this is how we're going to balance it out. So if we start with the stylobite, the easiest way is we just throw that on. The entablature is 60. Then the portico exterior is 100. So we'll just do that. Well, we'll just do that for now. Pediment was 80. The plinth was 20. The entablature topping. Does this one add up to 120? $40, 60, 120, 20, 80, 100. So I've messed up somewhere, clearly. Maybe what I thought was the sculpture base being 40 is actually the temple base being 80. There's apparently a £20 just chilling out somewhere. That can't be right. That can't be right. Stylobate. Nope. Salivate is this bottom part, which would be the temple base or the sculpture base. Then we have Enter, which is the entire top. Temple top is 60. Yep. I thought that was the peristyle. That might be where we're off. So the next one is the plinth. Strong enough to support full weight of sculptures placed on them. Oh, so maybe that's the sculpture base. So the plinth should be 40.
Got it.
There we
now
go.
maybe Gregor will talk to me.
Yeah. Oh, he's not even there. Well, let's look in his
This
bags
must be
though.
the red stitching Gregor mentioned on his tablet. Plutus? That's not a character in the Persephone story.
Wait. Okay. Wait, it said read every other line. What? Each actor will present at least one monologue, at least one unbroken vase, as well as the tale of victory, empty pitcher, and love turns to stone, green jewel. No, that can't be right. Okay.
That's done. That's done. Haven't done. Still have to check. Haven't done that. Still have to do that. Did that. Did that.
Okay, we'll try and do the stage lift
This
now.
must be the spot to activate the lift.
Take it down. Ooh, in the underworld.
Who would dare to enter my kingdom?
You're trying to frighten me, aren't you?
Call it what you will.
Well, why?
The more you know, the less you fear.
And you want me to be afraid?
I want to tend to my world and nothing more.
I'm not easily intimidated, you know.
Don't care.
Okay. Oh. We have a spectroscope, little microscope.
I wonder what this means. It looks like the partial section of something larger. I should find supplies to make a rubbing of the image.
Okay. So I have to make a rubbing of those. Ooh, he's creepy. I like him.
Looks like he needs something before he'll take me across the river.
Okay. Probably need a coin. So I'll have to find one of those before I go anywhere else, probably. Let's go up.
Did that.
Okay, she's back.
Hello.
Why did you choose Persephone's story?
I didn't click with it at first, but now when we rehearse, when I'm in the meadow, waiting for Hades, in my mind, I don't see the narcissus flowers I'm gathering. I see the moments of my life when everything turns sour. But I see myself. The Persephone version of myself. And I am her. I know that's weird. That means there's something real about it.
Did you know about Niobe's career problems?
That she copied another artist's work?
Well, something like that.
Stop the questions there. I've never met anyone more regretful than Niobe.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, I was going to talk to Niobe about that.
Yes?
Are you Niobe, the famous painter?
Was.
A friend of mine is obsessed with your work.
I don't want to hear about your friend or anyone else.
I'm sorry. Did I upset you?
You did. It's not your fault, but I had to snap at you.
Why?
No one cared about my art, but they loved to look at the smoking wreckage of my career. I don't talk about that.
Okay, I respect that.
I'm starting over. I'm here. This is what I've got now.
Is the museum's collection the real reason you're here?
What makes you ask that? I'm supposed to be trying new things in my life. That's what everyone says. Move on. Be new. Try new things. Don't dwell.
Sorry if I offended. It just seems like a pretty rare chance to study all of this great work.
Oh, guilty. I heard different words from what you meant. I can't even begin to tell you what it's like. When I was small and the other girls were crushing on the boys, I was falling in love with Phidias. No joke. A terminal art girl from the jump. Which reminds me, in case it's contagious, I've got books for you. Learn the language and art will speak to you. If I wasn't so terrified of that nightmarish amphitheater, I'd be skipping around the place.
What's your art background?
I completed my first piece, oatmeal on vertical plaster wall, at 6 months. It was magnificent. From there, it was variations on a similar theme.
So you came to it naturally?
I came to loving it naturally. The rest was a struggle. But I always loved the study, especially the old Greek masters. Look around the museum. You're in the presence of greatness. Art is the physical manifestation of men and women reaching across thousands of years to share their secrets. And secrets never come easy. But they also never leave your heart. They're reaching out for you, Nancy. See them and reach back.
What do you think of Thanos?
He's coarse.
Maybe that's good for playing Hades.
I don't think he acts. I think he was typecast.
As what?
A monster.
Could an artist create an exact copy of the art on display?
Who are you trying to fool?
An expert, I guess.
Which expert?
Any expert.
That's the trick. That's why most forgery doesn't work. Each expert speaks a different language. Some are chemists. Some focus on the process until they dream in brushstrokes, patina, and lacquers. It's easy to fool one expert. Impossible to fool every expert.
Could you?
I couldn't fool any expert, let alone every expert.
Do you have access to much of the museum's art?
I get to study what's out and already catalogued, but I can't get at the rest.
I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
Okay. So in order to cross the river Archeon, we'll need a coin. So let's see if we can just nick one.
Let's see if I can pay the ferryman with this.
The bottom rows are all replicas anyway. See if there's any messages left on the computer. Yep. Investigate the sets. There's something that's been keeping me up at night, but it's probably nothing. Still, I have a favour to ask. When the police came, they searched the set directly below the stage, but I don't know if they thought to search all of the sets. Can you scour the sets just to make sure there is nothing odd going on? The sets are extremely elaborate and many of the controls are built into the set itself, so you'll have to be creative to find your way through, plus who knows what changes Xenia has made. Be careful, the flames you see are very real and much of the water has submerged electrical equipment. Do not touch the river water. Okay. The ferryman. I should mention that Charon is built to be coin operated. But for obvious reasons, he'll only react to a replica coin. Not that you would try to use a real coin, but please don't. I've already got that one planned. So we can go back down. Payment, ferryman. Ooh. We have Cerberus chilling out.
I need to block the dog from reaching the stars.
Ah, okay, let me restart that. Okay, I've got it. Oh, power down one head. Okay. Oh, bungled it. Yeah, bungled that. There we go.
All right.
All right.
Check. Check. Can't check that off yet.
Ooh, true. Okay. So we have another Cerberus. Ooh. Another Cerberus statue behind us. Oh, another thing that we need the printing tools for. Well, check this door out. What?
I need to figure out how to deactivate this alarm first.
Okay, I guess until we figure that out, we just leave.
I need to figure out what this is for before I do anything.
Okay, so I need to wait for some clues on that one. Okay. Oh, and these are the three judges, I'm guessing?
And it's locked. I should carry more keys.
Okay. Oh, I'm too far. Anything we can do with the scales? I guess not yet.
I don't believe you're an actor.
What do you expect me to do?
Do I have to spell it out? If I don't believe you're an actor, the audience won't.
Then don't make me go on stage.
That's how this works. You have to be on stage or the whole thing falls apart.
Let me do the job you hired me to do.
Nancy!
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry you caught us arguing. Niobe, I know you're nervous, but you promised you'd perform. We're all counting on you to do your job.
Okay, what have we got for this room? A pond. A pear tree. Another place for rubbing. Okay. What's up here? Oh, a boulder that would like to try and kill us, Indiana Jones style. Oh, we have a vase. Okay. Let's clamber on down, shall we? What is this? Just we have to fill up that with water?
You had one job, Pitcher. I need to block the holes.
Okay. 2, 4, 3. Oh, this has a lot. We'll go with that one. Maybe? There we go.
Got it. I can use this to move the water.
Yay. He can now do his one job. Ooh, we've unlocked the glowing red eye door. Ooh, some real. So these are those real flames, I'm guessing. Okay, another printing. Oh, critical failure. Apparently I'm missing some beads. Yeah, missing a set of beads. Some red beads, so we have to be on the lookout for those. Oh, that is.
I need to figure out the key code.
Okay.
I need to stack all the individual hand tiles on the center tile.
Escape Tartarus. Am I locked in?
Oh, it's locked.
Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I don't think that would work. I need to pull these down. There we go. There we go. Freedom! Okay.
Did that. Can't check that off. Check. Can't check that. Still have to do that. Still have to do. Did that. Can't check that off. Can't check that off. That's done.
Okay, so we still need the authentication database, Xena script, disarm the workshop alarm, figure out what's inside the free ejected trunk, explore Tartarus. Okay, I'm going to save right outside this door. That is not how you spell alarm.
What are you doing?
Okay, so you don't have time to explore in the room. Okay. Oh. Got an ultraviolet light here, it seems. Or a black light.
What are you doing? The
Oh,
remote.
thought it was
Give
an
it to
end
me.
game again.
No, I need it for my work.
Now. Do not come back.
Why not?
The stage wants you dead.
What?
Can't you feel the floor is shaking? Do you know why that happens?
Earthquake?
I assume it has something to do with the hydraulic lifts.
Not something, everything. The hydraulics are warming up for the show. The sets are not normally kept so far off the ground. They're not to be occupied unless they're locked into place on the stage.
But you're here.
I know what I'm doing, and you do not. Leave.
He's kicked us out. Okay. I might actually leave this one here for today. I'll finish this one up tomorrow evening. Yeah, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.